welcome to Swatchfest. I'm so glad that you're here. Are you ready to just settle in, have some fun, talk with me about polishes? I hope so. If you aren't, then what are you doing here? I'm just kidding. I'm so glad that you're here. Thanks for stopping in to hang out with me today. Okay, you guys, so how was your week? My week was, it was hard, you guys. Okay, so like I mentioned last week, my kids are out of school now. For most of my kiddos, it's not so tough. For my second kiddo, it's really hard not to have his regular schedule, being able to anticipate what's going to come next is difficult for him. So, to put it mildly, he didn't enjoy this week. And so most of my week has been trying to help him find things to enjoy about being off of his schedule. But we did some fun things. So it got like so crazy windy and like moody with the weather lately. In fact, yesterday there was a huge grass fire a couple miles from where I live. Well, it's probably more than a couple miles, but all of a sudden yesterday I was filling orders and just doing stuff around the kitchen, and then like the whole look around me just turned like this weird blackish orangish shade. Not really black, but you know what I mean? And I was like, what is going on? And I looked outside and there was this huge yellowy billowy smoke cloud, huge, coming up from just a few houses down. And I was like, oh no, one of the houses right down the street is on fire. So Salem was like, let me go check it out. So he went on his scooter and I was like, okay, please, if you see something, don't get close, but let us know. You know, he was like, I'll text you and let you know, because I wanted to know if we needed to like evacuate. Turns out it was actually way farther away from me than it looked like. It literally looked like it was in the next house over. So I was really glad that no homes were actually affected and we didn't have to evacuate. But the winds are so high where I live here in Tracy, California. So high. In fact, remember last year how my trampoline just completely went over the fence into the neighbor's yard, like actually into their house. I mean, not like through the door, the trampoline's too big, but it like damaged their house. Ugh, I felt bad about that. Thank goodness for renter's insurance, but the winds are just crazy. It took down our fence a couple weeks ago, took down our neighbor's fence. So crazy. So I was really worried about all the wind picking up the fire and just moving it across. So far as of now, I think that they've got it somewhat contained. I mean, they're managing it at least. It didn't come over into where I live. So anyway, but yeah, that was crazy. Before that though, the 2 days before that, it was hot. It was like summer weather hot. So we actually went to the beach. There's this cool place kind of near where I live in a neighboring town where it's a man-made beach pool hybrid. It's really cool, where the water is kind of like, it's like a reservoir lake kind of water. So you're not swimming in a whole bunch of chlorine, but it's got a whole, like the whole outside edge is a beach. It's these very small pebbly, it's pebbly kind of beach where it's not like dirty sand. It was fantastic. I loved it. I remember people telling me about it last summer and we just never went. And so then we already went, was it Memorial Day? We went on Memorial Day, that's right, because it was packed. We were asking the people behind us in line if it's going to be like this every day, and she's like, no, I come here so many times every season and it's never like this. We had to wait in line for almost an hour to even get in, and then they had to cut people off behind us. But now I know why so many people wanted to go. It was fantastic. The kids got the sandy beach element. There was lots of shallow area for the littles to play, and then they had a lot of like buoyed off like adult swim deep area too. So my kids that had their life jackets on could go out there. It was so fantastic. I got my first sunburn of the summer, even though I applied sunscreen twice. That's what happens to me every summer. I just burn and burn and burn. But anyway, we had such a nice time. And then we came home and we had a little Memorial Day barbecue, and we got to talk to the kids about why we celebrate Memorial Day, and it was so great. So pros and cons of this week. Definitely every summer there's pros and cons of having the kids in school and out of school. But yeah, it was kind of a tricky week. But Salem's actually watching all the kids for me right now so I can film this video. But yeah, it was really, it was a nice week. There was some tough stuff. Honestly, there was some tough behaviors, but it was overall pretty good. And then actually right now when you're watching this video, I'm at the airport taking Salem. He's going to visit his dad for the summer. He does that every summer. And so I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss him so much, but I'm taking him to the airport right now so he can go enjoy himself this summer, and he'll get a little break from being like my lieutenant, my childcare lieutenant. Especially with my number 2, he needs a lot of supervision, so he's kind of, Salem's my lieutenant. So anyway, that was my week, you guys. I swatched a lot of polish this week and so many beautiful things. We'll get into that in a minute. So let's go ahead and get into live application. If you're new here on Swatchfest, I try to give you guys a rainbow of colors. I try to go through the actual literal rainbow. I'm going to show you guys my swatch bin in a little bit. I have a lot of polishes to get through, so I have a lot of choices right now. I do have something in every color for you today. So let's get going. Okay, this first polish is a polish that I picked up from Skyline Beauty when they were having that sale like a month or so ago, and they had a bunch of OPIs for $3. Actually, I haven't looked. Maybe they still have them there for that price. But I picked up this one. This is called Guy Meets Galveston, and this is a jelly. As you can see, it's this red, but it's kind of like a corally red. And it's a jelly polish. It's not completely opaque at 3 coats, so this would be good for like jelly sandwiches. I don't think I would want to wear this over a white undies base. You guys know I don't enjoy that very much. I mean, I guess you could wear this as a topper, but for me, I far prefer like a more of a curly formula where you're actually going to get opacity. So for me, this one was kind of a neh, and it's like not quite a no, it's a neh. It's not a bad polish, especially if you like jellies for making jelly sandwiches, but for me, I don't think I'll ever wear this polish again. So, oh well, you win some, you lose some. Next up, I have this pink. It's a dusty pink from IBD, and I know you guys always laugh at that name in the comments because of what it stands for in medical communities. This polish is called Peach Blossom. It's not very peachy though. It's definitely a dusty pink, and it has some shimmer in it. And this has decent coverage at 2 coats. I mean, it wasn't my favorite, but I didn't think it was like, it's not that I disliked that OPI, I just don't find myself wanting to use it. So I like this more than that because it was actually getting me some decent coverage. So anyway, it's pretty. It's not like run out and get it right now kind of shade. I think I got this from Head to Toe Beauty or Trans Design or something sometime when I was looking for more polishes to fill different color ranks in Swatchfest. So anyway, I think it was only like $1.50 or something. So you guys, The Bachelorette started again this week. It seems like we were just barely watching Becca's heart get broken, and it was so weird on that day. I was anticipating what was going to happen because already, you know, stuff had leaked online. So I was anticipating watching her being so sad, and then she went from like being devastated, and the producers showing us that ridiculously long montage of Ari like not leaving her alone when he was wanting to break up with her publicly, to her being the Bachelorette like just a half an hour later. It was so weird. I was just like, okay. I mean, I felt sad that she was sad, and now I'm like, oh, she's totally fine and ready to be the Bachelorette. It was kind of weird, you guys. So anyway, Becca K is the Bachelorette, and she has picked, what did she pick? Like maybe 25 guys? I don't really know, but she's picked her top guys. And at least, you know, when they have the huge room of guys, she meets at first, and then she, you know, she picks, what is it, like 25 or 15 or something? I don't know. So anyway, on Monday, I'm telling my Bachelorette league. You guys know I do like a fantasy football league, but for Bachelorette. And so I'm trying to decide on my top picks. I know even before she picked the guy that she gave the first impression rose to, I knew I was going to pick him. He just seemed like really good for her. So anyway, I liked that she kept some of the maybe like less like suave charming guys and more just like really, at least there's one guy I'm thinking of really in particular, just like a sweet guy. I don't think she's gonna pick them. They never do. Why don't the sweet guys get picked? It's always like the guys that have to be a little bit more charming, a little bit better on TV. I don't know. I did want to tell you guys that Moonshine Manny has new polishes coming out. You guys know that the second Friday of each month is like the weekend that I've claimed in my head to get polishes ready for you guys. This next month I have 3 releasing. It's just a little trio, and it looks like this. So these polishes are actually themed after Saturday Night Live, which is one of my favorite things that's ever been on TV. And this is going to be a builder collection. So I'm just releasing 3 now, and I think we'll have maybe 3 more at the end of the year. And I don't want to tell you what skits these are based off of, but they're 3 of my very favorites. So we're going to have that review coming up next Wednesday. You'll start seeing swatches of these pop up from swatchers and stuff soon, and on my page as well. But anyway, I wanted to give you a heads up about these coming on June 8th. And then lastly, of course, don't forget, I said I was going to remind you. Last week I said I would remind you this week that we're in polish pickup weekend. So if you somehow forgot, don't worry. Polish pickup window is open from, it was open yesterday, and it's all the way open till Monday. So don't forget to go check that out. Moonshine Manny does have a Illidan from World of Warcraft inspired polish at the Polish Pickup website that will only be available there. It's not available on my website. So don't forget to go check that out before the window closes. Okay, I know, I'm so silly. All right, so my orange is actually my A+, right? That's crazy. And if you've been coming over to Instagram and Snapchat the last few days, you'll probably already know which orange it is. But yeah, it's real good, guys. So I have another blue in here in the orange spot. This is from Sinful Shine, and it's called Sleek. And it's just a kind of crelly-ish, unfortunately a little bit watery, deep kind of teal blue. It's kind of the color of my shirt. I do that a lot, huh? Because what happens is I'm looking at something and I see it in the viewfinder and I'm like, whoa, wait a second. Yeah, I didn't love this polish, to be honest with you. It's number 1337. It looks like the kind of shade that's just going to be like bonkers amazing, but because of the formula, it was a little bit watery. It tended to run like to my cuticles, and it just didn't want to build up very nicely. So this one wasn't my fave. Next up, I have an indie for you. This is our first indie of the day. Yes, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more after this one. Half indies. Okay, so look at this yellow. Last week, if you saw, I hauled all of the polishes that I got at the indie shop in Anaheim. in between swatches for last week, and I talked about this one. I picked this up from the Color for Nails table, and they had Colors by Llarowe there, who by the way only uses stockists now. So if you're looking for her polishes, don't go to her website anymore. You need to go to places like Color for Nails, because what she does is she sends her polishes out to stockists and then they deal with all the shipping and everything. So this polish is called Banana Smoothie, and it's from the Let's Head to the Beach collection. And this polish is this beautiful pale, it's almost like a lemony yellow, and it has, I believe it's a unicorn pigment in there. Basically a unicorn pigment or an Aurora shimmer pigment is like a very high, bright shimmery pigment that doesn't, it's not dulled down like a multi-chrome pigment does, because it doesn't have the silver like metallic nature of the shifty quality. But this will usually shift between maybe 2 to 3 colors. And it looks like it's shifting between a green to a red, so that's why I was saying it's unicorn pea-esque. So that's really fun that this polish has this in it. It's a really beautiful, bright, at least the red really shows up. The green on the nail, I didn't see it as much. I'm definitely seeing it here under these studio lights though. It's really, really bright and beautiful. This polish is thinned out quite a bit though in order to see that unicorn pigment probably, because that component, I've worked with it a few times, it's really, really delicate. So if you if you put too much pigment in the base, you just like kind of hide the pigment, and then you end up having to add more pigment, and it's expensive. So anyway, the reason I'm saying that is because this polish is a little bit sheer. Even at 3 coats, I didn't really quite get the opacity I wanted. You definitely could put this over like another pale yellow. That might be a really good idea, because I really love the idea of this polish. You guys know I love a good yellow, and then it has that unicorn shimmer in it, so it's fantastic. It doesn't quite build up for me as much as I'd like at 3 coats though, but I would like to find different ways to wear this because I really think that it looks really cool. So anyway, let's go ahead and swatch it. It's Banana Smoothie. So what am I wearing on my face? I actually had a lot of fun with this makeup today. I'm going to show you my eyes up close. I'm wearing like My Little Pony makeup. It's really, really fun. Not actual My Little Pony like from ColourPop, but the colors that I chose made me feel like that. So I forgot to tell you what was on my lips last week, so I'm going to start there today. Last week I was actually wearing this Coral Revlon lip gloss in the shade Kiss Me Coral. Sorry, I can't ever read them. They're too small. I don't know why they do that. I have been really, really feeling lip gloss lately. In fact, I'm just not feeling like wearing lipstick at all. I will be surprised if you see me in too much lipstick, at least till fall, just because I'm just feeling like keeping my lips more natural. It's making me feel fresher. And so this week I'm wearing, again, from the Super Lustrous line. Okay, let's see if I can see it. Pango Peach, I guess. That doesn't make any sense to me, but that's what it looks like. So, yeah. Anyway, that's what's on my lips. Okay, on my face I'm wearing this It CC Cream. I just like it because it feels so nice, and I feel like it almost has like a lemon scent. I've never noticed that before, but I was putting it on today, and it has this very like brisk, almost citrusy scent. I'm not sure that it's lemon, but anyway, that's what's on my skin. On my cheeks, I have a little bit of this Partey blush from Tarte. And then for my highlighter, I'm using this Infallible eyeshadow. It's actually giving me quite a bit of glow today. This is in the shade Iced Latte. You guys know I like using that for highlight. Okay, and now here's the My Little Pony-ness of the situation. I did not plan to be My Little Pony from the start of this makeup look, but I wanted to use this palette again. This is the Juvia's Place The Magic palette, and I haven't used this enough. This has some really cool colors in it, see? See the colors? Okay, so this is like a crayon box full of eyeshadows, and the palettes are huge. So originally I was like, okay, I'm gonna use these bottom shades. We'll do like a tealy kind of look, and then I just totally changed plan when I got my brush out. So I actually went in with a little bit of some neutral colors from the that Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye palette, and then I actually went in with Yemoja. Again, I don't know if that's right, but the high shimmer, I almost called them polishes, shadows in this palette. If you take your finger and apply them, they make like a really metallic, like high pigmented look on the eye. But if you take your brush, it just kind of gives like a wash of shimmer. So I washed this light blue basically all over my eye, like not above the crease, but just like over the whole lid. And then I took this Koji, which I've worn this before, and it's like a really beautiful, intense corally red, but I just barely took a little bit of it and I put it in my crease, and it just made it with the combination with the blue, it made it kind of pink. So then I grabbed this one up here, this lighter pink, and I was like, okay, well, let's go for the pink. So this one's called Oh Sun, and I just kind of worked it in there a little bit more in the crease, and I was just kind of layering things up, and it was looking really fun. And then the last thing I did was I took this one over here, Zuba, and also under my eye I took the Koji shade lightly, so it would look like a pink. I layered that actually with one of the shadows from the Shade and Light Eye palette to kind of give me a neutral base under there. Yeah, so lastly I took this one, Zuba, if that's even how you say it, over there, that pink, and that one I took on my finger and I patted all over my lid, and that's what gives it that kind of, and that gave it that really strong metallic pink look on the nail. See, I did it on the nail, no, on the eye. And then I was really feeling that color. Like, I actually really love that color. That's really pretty. I took this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk and lined my lower waterline, and then I took that same Zuba pink, is it called Zuba? And I put it in my waterline as well, right on top of the white. I just kind of like placed it with the very small little brush. And then it just really rounded out the whole little My Little Pony vibe, because then right up against my eye was some beautiful, bright, metallic, light rosy pink, and I thought that was fun. I know that was a really long explanation, but for those of you who like makeup, I just love this palette. It's so fun. So just endless choices, endless looks. Okay, next up we have another indie, and this polish is so beautiful, you guys. It's in my green spot. So you remember in last week I was telling you about this new to me brand called 1850, and the maker's name is Nikki, and this polish is called Pixie Holo. And when I got to her booth, she was actually right next to me during the event, but I didn't get to like go around and shop till there was the end of the event, and lots of things were already sold out at everybody's tables, but I did pick up this, and I'm so glad I did. This is gorgeous, you guys. If you haven't tried this brand yet, go ahead and give her a try. Go check out her website. I don't remember if she's on Polish Pickup. She probably is. Anyway, give her a try. This is so fun for summer. This is called Pixie Holo, and it's just a beautiful glowy lime. It has like this beautiful golden glow to it, but it's also speckled with tiny little micro scattered hollow, so it's really pretty. This gets great coverage in 2 coats too. I had a great first impression of this brand, so I'm really excited about this one. Go give it a try. She's brand new. She just opened her shop in January. So anyway, this is Pixie Holo. Let's swatch it. next up we have this Sinful colors called Rave New World, and this is from one of the 2 little micro collections that they released that I decided not to do full videos on. You guys are so sweet in the comments last week. So many of you, thank you for weighing in. We will be doing the Vanessa Hudgens video now rather than waiting for Shimmy Shimmy to show up. By the way, that collection's amazing. So anyway, look for that soon. But thank you for weighing in. It really helps me when you let me know what you think. So Rave New World, it's this beautiful kind of bright sky cornflower blue, and it has this peachy shimmer running all throughout. It's not super loud on the nail. It's brighter in the bottle than it is on the nail. And this polish was pretty. It wasn't like crazy amazing, but it was pretty. So let's go ahead and swatch it. It is a limited time polish. If you love it, you better try to find it before it's gone. Okay, next up I have 2 beautiful indies. One is a purple and one is the neutral. So we haven't talked about Tonic in a while. You know what happened is I took all those purples out of my Swatchfest bin and I stuck them in their own little bin over there, and I haven't even looked at that bin in forever. Isn't that sad? That bin actually has a lid. It's a Tupperware that has an attached lid, and I just haven't even thought about it. So I pulled out a purple from there and I had this beautiful Tonic in there. Oh, this is like a travesty. And so we're going to look at it today. This is called Lagniappe. I don't know. Some of these really strange names that aren't in my vocabulary, I've just slaughtered them. So sorry about that, you guys. This is a purpley pink, greenish gold. I think it's a, I don't have a description of this in front of me. I think it's a multi-chrome though, but it's also linear holographic. So it's toning it down a little bit because the silver quality of the holographic kind of will dull multi-chrome down, but it still looks really cool. It's beautifully bright and pink. It also has chameleon iridescent flakies in there, so don't quote me on this. This might actually have iridescent micro shimmers that's making it change to those different colors, but it looks like a multi-chrome linear hollow hybrid. So anyway, this is really pretty. 2 to 3 coats. Actually, I think it was 2 coats. It's pretty opaque. So yeah, let's watch it. This polish is what's been on my nails in this video. This is a black jelly base filled with multi-chrome flakies that I picked up at the indie shop. This is called Deliciously Evil. You have to say it evil. I feel like Megamind when I say it like that. From, actually I'm not sure what collection this comes from, but I did pick it up at the indie shop. And it's so beautiful. Like I was telling you last week, I'm totally into fall colors already. That's why my June polishes already kind of look like fall shades. But I can't help it. I just come up with what I come up with when I'm thinking of stuff. The things that I was inspired by for that collection weren't really summery things. So I think we're gonna have some neon things coming up in July. But anyway, this is beautiful. I love the glow, like the golden red glow that comes off of these multi-chrome flakies in this. So pretty. And it looks like there's also some little holographic shreds, maybe? They might actually be bar glitters. I didn't notice that on my nail, but it looks like it. I think they're just little shreds. So anyway, let's go ahead and swatch it. 2 coats for this bad boy. It's gorgeous. Okay, you guys, I just picked up this bin. Here is what Swatchfest bin looks like right now. It is almost overflowing. If I put that whole purple bin back in here, it would be overflowing. You guys are just gonna have to trust me that I'm picking these at random because I will not be able to hold this for this whole video. All right, so I moved my little piano bench over and it has this bin here, and I'm just gonna like go like this. Way better than having to hold it. Okay, ooh, look at this color. I picked this up at Walgreens. It was in their little like clearance section behind all the rows, you know, that little secret clearance section that's not fair. This color is pretty. So we'll put this in the green spot. This is called Mall Rats with a Z. Okay, this will work good in the red spot. This is another IBD. This is a red with shimmering gold, and it's called, wow, another really small one. Cuter than a scooter. That's a really cute name, IBD, but why so small? I need to get like my macro lens out on my phone and like look at it with my phone. All right, let's get something on top. Maybe something from last polish pickup. Okay, so I got this at the indie shop. This is from Polish for Days. By the way, we will be looking at that Polish for Days and OPI collaboration coming up very soon. It's incredible, by the way. So if you just want to go ahead and buy that whole collection before you even watch the review, it's so good. I was talking about swatching a lot of really good polish this week. That was one of the collections that I was just like in love with. That and the Glam Polish You've Got a Friend in Me collection. Coming up soon. Really, really good, guys. Okay, so this is called Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo, and this was the Anaheim Indie Shop exclusive, and it's a light Cinderella fairy godmother blue. Aww, I love the original Cinderella, with lots of beautiful shimmers and flakies. So we'll put this in the blue spot. Ah, okay, this is not from Polish Pickup, but it's from the indie shop, and this is a Quixotic polish. So this is called Kilimanjaro Vibes, and oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. I'm so excited to swatch Quixotic. I got to meet Mary. She is so fun and so sweet and so creative, and I love her polishes. This has a beautiful, very unicorn pea looking shimmer in there. It's red to green. And it has that beautiful deep, sorry, I'm just like having my own little time with this polish looking at all the shimmers. It's this beautiful deep plummy purple base. So excited for this. Okay, last one. Let's go down deep. That's what she said. Okay. Oh, we got a pink. Did I get pink yet? No. This is a Sinful colors, as you can see. And it's very opaly lustery with a blue shimmer in there. This is called Candygram number 2424. This was probably for a Valentine's Day little debut that I never swatched. So we will swatch it next week. So that's all 5 polishes that you will get to see next week. Okay guys, so last 2 we have glitter and we have A+, which has glitter and flakies in it too, so bonus. The first one is from Kiko. This is called Candy Split Nail Lacquer. This is one of the bottles of their polish that I wanted to try that wasn't like their basic line that I really, really love. And this polish is cool. It's number 003, by the way. This polish is really cool because it has these little white glitters in there, which is not my favorite aspect of the polish. My favorite is that it has shimmering gold to purple shimmer. Has a shifty gold to purple shimmer. Why didn't that work out? Oh yeah, that's why. It's so beautiful and shimmery. I've showed it to you over black to really help that pop. It's gorgeous. So I could actually probably do without the little white pieces. I would probably just rather have it as a topper without that because it kind of covers them up a little bit, but it is really, really pretty. So let's go ahead and swatch it. I'm going to show you it on its own just so you can see. I mean, you could try to build this up if you want to, but having a dark base is really going to help it out. Very last up, here is a polish from last month's indie shop. So one of the polishes I was so excited about, and if you watched my indie shop haul on Snapchat and Instagram, you noticed that I got mostly purpley polishes, but I did get this beautiful orange from Anchor and Heart Lacquer. I love their brand. I've tried them a few times now and really, really enjoyed them. I'm really wishing I got that He-Man shade. Anyway, this one is a beautiful, kind of cool toned orange. It's a little bit pinky in there, which is maybe one of the reasons why I like it so much, but I got this polish because it made me feel so Halloween-y that I just couldn't resist it. It's stunning. It has this beautiful, bright, I think it might be a unicorn pea kind of pigment in there. It looks mostly golden, but I think maybe you can't see the other color as much because the base is orange. I might be wrong on that, but anyway, it has this really beautiful bright golden shimmer at some angles and might be red at other. Anyway, it also has a rainbow of multi-chrome and iridescent flakies in there. So fun. I see so much purple and green in the flakies that's why this feels like Halloween to me. Orange, purple, and green, perfection. I was saying on Snapchat, I want to just wear this for every single Halloween for the rest of time. It's so perfect. Okay, and last perfect thing about it is it's called Isn't It Ironic, which is inspired by Alanis Morissette, one of my favorite musicians. I mean, she hasn't really done anything for a while, but I still liked her in the early 2000s, but in the 90s, she was just the breakout star practically of the 90s. So anyway, she means a lot to me as, you know, what her music meant to me in high school and stuff like that. So I love this. It's so great at 2 coats. Let's swatch it. It's time to pick a winner. Pick your nose? No, I didn't say pick your nose, although if you want to do that right now, totally go ahead and do that. we're gonna pick a winner. So each Swatch Fest, I pick a winner to receive a grab bag of 6 polishes from me. In my efforts to de-stash, speaking of a de-stash video, I send a new person each week 6 random polishes from my de-stash bin. Basically, that just means, like, for example, today, any polishes that I wasn't just absolutely in love with from Swatch Fest, I just stick in the de-stash bin. It doesn't mean that they're bad polishes. I just am thinking to myself as I'm de-stashing them, well, I probably won't wear these again, so let me go ahead and pass them on to somebody who would. So if you're interested in a grab bag like that, go ahead and enter in the comments below. Just let me know. Why don't you let me know, like, what your favorite show to binge watch is right now, or what one of your summer plans is, and then tell me that you want to enter the giveaway. And then what will happen is next week I'll look through those comments and pick a winner using a random number generator. So right now I already have my random number generator pulled up, and my winner this week is Anne-Karine Kant. So congrats, Anne. You have my mother's middle name as your first name, and I love Anne of Green Gables, so I already love you, Anne. Thanks for entering, Anne. Please send me an email. You will find my business email in the description bar below. Let me know that you heard that you're my winner, and I will get some winnings out to you. I want to find out things like what your favorite colors are. I want to send you some polishes that you'll probably actually wear. So anyway, thanks for entering. If you want to be my winner next week, make sure you enter this week and make sure that you are subscribed. This giveaway is open internationally. You can live wherever you live in the world. That's fine with me, and I will send you some polishes. So anyway, you guys, that's gonna be it for Swatch Fest. I can't believe Swatch Fest is over. No, but that means we get to move on to some more beautiful polishes to talk about in the next video. So anyway, you guys, if you didn't have enough Swatch Fest today, you can go ahead on over to that Swatch Fest playlist and click on a flashback Swatch Fest, a throwback Swatch Fest. Yeah, and we can hang out some more. Or if you're done with me today, let's say so long, and I will see you back for the next one. I hope you have a really great rest of your week, you guys. I love you so much. Thank you for your love and support, and for being here with me, and for loving nail polish the way I do. You guys are my people. I will see you back for the next video. Take care this weekend. Have some fun. I'll see you again very soon. Bye.